If you want to make millions of coins every single day in Madden 25, then you need to try out the sponsor of today's video, MUT Exchange. MUT Exchange is by far the best all-in-one Madden coin making tool you guys can pick up right now. There's so many different tools out there on this app that you guys can use every single day to make millions of coins. For me personally, my favorite right now is the Snipe Spotter. I feel like this is their bread and butter. Essentially, snipes are going to pop up. You're going to buy these players, you're going to sell these players, and you are going to make so much bread. But that is not all. MUT Exchange has so many different tools on their platform for you to use. If you guys do want to try out MUT Exchange today, go down to the link in the description and use code Moshi for 5% off your order. And once again, thank you, MUT Exchange. Let's hop into the video. Yo, what is good, fellas, and hope you boys are all having a fantastic day, and welcome back to episode 6 of Fixing Subscribers Team. Now, before we hop into any teams, we do have a few quick small things to go over. First things first, I am currently away on spring break. I'm pretty sure this is either the first or second pre-recorded video you guys are seeing from me. This video isn't really being pre-recorded by too much time, but every other video you guys will be seeing for the rest of the week has been pre-recorded. Not gonna be your normal content for me, but I do think I have some pretty cool video ideas scheduled up. Not trying to glaze myself or anything, but I do think we put in some work, and I think you guys will like what we came up with. With that all said, I have no idea what the current subscriber goal is. I'm going to assume we are still on the road to 7,000 subscribers, so go down there, hit that sub button, drop a like while you're down there, and let's hop into Fixing Subscribers Teams. As always, the only way to actually submit your team for this video is by going down there to my Discord and setting your team into the I Rate Your Team channel. We'll say the first video I will be recording when I come back from spring break will be rating your team. I get back on Sunday super early, so like it kind of works out perfectly. I'm gonna leave that channel open all week for those of you already in the Discord. Feel free to send your team whenever you want throughout the week. That all out of the way, let's slide on over to Discord and talk about the first team we got today. So first team is coming in from Stanley. He is an Eagles theme team, does have some combine chemistry sprinkled in. We got Andrew Thomas, Joe Thuney, Cam Jernigans, Will Shields, Forrest Gregg, Zach Ertz, Devin Hester, Keith Byers, Bo Nix, Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith with 700,000 coins to spare. Right now, he is 20 Commanders as well, but looking to switch to 20 Broncos, I would assume to boost up that Bo Nix right there. He says he's going to buy Jordan Mailata whenever he gets cheaper in price. That was going to be one of my recommendations, so shout out you for being ahead of the game. Also looking to upgrade the fullback position. I don't think that is a priority one for you. Keith Byers can definitely get the job done. Right off rip, initial reaction, you gotta toss some backups in there, especially at that tight end position. Zach Ertz is cool. Do not get that twisted, but if you're looking to go to a Broncos theme team, Evan Ingram should be getting Broncos team chemistry very soon. Right now, you can afford Evan Ingram. That would probably be my biggest recommendation on your offense. I would go get him. You already said you're going to upgrade Mailata. I don't hate Andrew Thomas there as well. Obviously, Mailata will be better. Offensive line, though, for the most part, is good. Just toss in backups, especially if you are switching over to that new theme team. Should be very easy to switch over with all of those new free agency promo players we got. Wide receiver that can fit your theme team this week, we will get a free roster revolution player. Maybe go get 97 overall Cortland Sutton. That could easily be your like AJ Brown replacement, and then you could sell off AJ Brown. When it comes to the defense, we got Paul Krause, Kevin Byard, Burks, Kirkland, Dean, Benito, Brian Dawkins, Reed Blankenship, PS2, Talib, Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Javon Kearse, and Troy Vincent. Few things right here. One, you don't have a corner 5, and I would go in and toss in a corner 5 and go get backup outside linebackers. One thing I'm just going to say in general, so I don't spam it throughout the entire video, please make sure you have backups in for every single position. Players get tired, players get fatigued. This could be a difference between you winning a game off a kick return and you losing a game off a kick return. Make sure you have backups. They don't have to be anything too special, especially if you are building that theme team. When it comes to the rest of the defense, you did mention picking up Cooper DeJean. I would go out there and pick up 96 overall Redux Cooper DeJean. I don't hate Troy Vincent. There are better DBs out there. Right now, the abilities I don't think are set on your DBs, but I need to see some more KOs as well as pick artist. Like your safeties, but continue working on maxing out that Paul Krause to a 98 overall come next week. Besides that, though, I do like the team. If I had to give this a rank, I'm going to give this one a 7.4 out of 10. I don't think this is the final product, but you're going in the right direction, and I like what I see so far, Stanley. Next team we got today has a Drake May, and it's coming in from Strat. He is 40 Seahawks and 30 Eagles. To say it off rip, you can probably get up to 40 Eagles just basing it off of what I see right here, but let's take a look at what we got. We got Mailata, Jeff Saturday, Kevin Mabway, Will Shields, Lane Johnson, Loveland, Everett, and Colby Parkinson, Tariq Woolen, Yemeka Yuboka, Ashton Gianti, CJ Spiller, Drake May, Keith Byers, and Devin Hester. I do not like that Tariq Woolen card right there. Now, I'm sure he's playing defense for you, so I'll give you the pass right there. but I really think you need to go out there and get a top tier wide receiver. Whether that be going to get an ultimate legend AJ Green by converting tokens. I see the coin count right there. This week we do have our free roster revolution player, so you could go out there and get a Courtland Sutton. Free agency promo, I mean, Chris Godwin is very good. Super Bowl Deion Sanders is more of a budget play, but he'll just, honestly slide in right there. He is very similar to Emeka Egbuka though. If we don't go that route, I do like Courtland Sutton a lot for this team. I just don't like Tariq Woolen playing offense. Not a bad card by any means, but that is really the one thing your team is missing. I like your running back room. I like Colton Loveland as your tight end. I really do like that Drake May quarterback card, but you're really missing that one top tier wide receiver. Looks like you have edge protectors on both of your tackles. You have a really top tier end game offensive line right here, which I'm going to commend you on. This is a solid team right here. Moving on over to the defense now, let's take a look at what we got. These are the X factors and abilities for the offense. I do like what I see right here on that end. And here is the defense. We got Julian Love, Watt. We got TJ Watt. We got the Black History Month promo player whose name I cannot pronounce. Bobby Wagner, Brian Bosworth, Brian Urlacher, Brian Dawkins, Julian Blackman. Work on maxing out Julian Blackman, Tariq Woolen, Devin Witherspoon, James Pierce, Jalen Carter, Poona Ford, Michael Williams, and Will Johnson. Let me slide back on over to your offense for a second. Okay, so you have Kurt Benkert maxed out as your backup quarterback. Good. You have a lot of these 93 overall rookies on your team, and that is actually a really good way to go about it. This is something I'm still doing on my team. These 93 overall combine rookies are still some of the best players in the game, and I actually think you can pretty much get up to 40 out of 40 Eagles. I don't know exactly how you're gonna do it, but between the rookies, between the times 5 team chemistries with Julian Blackman and Justin Fields, I think you could actually pull it off. Now, recommendations on the defensive side of things. I really like Will Johnson. I like Woolen as a DB. I also like Devin Witherspoon. Maybe you sell off the Fusion Woolen, buy just the corner Woolen, and go get one of those top 15 wide receivers in the game. That would probably be what I would do if I was in your situation. I like the secondary though when it comes to the back half with Julian Love, Xavier Watts. I'm going to assume you are usering on that card. You got Brian Dawkins back there as well. What I'm interested on is Brian Urlacher, Brian Bosworth, and Bobby Wagner. Are all 3 of them playing for you? You also have abilities on Xavier Watts as well as Julian Blackman. Watts is typically a card people are usering on. You definitely do not user on 4 different players. Between the 4 players, Watts, Wagner, Bosworth, and Urlacher, I'd probably sell off one of those players, especially if they aren't actually getting any run for you. There is no need to A, have abilities on them, and then B, actually play them. And when I mean play them, have them on your team, sell them off, take the coins. Other than that though, I do think this is a very good team. I'm gonna give this one a 7, 8 out of 10. Not a top tier team, but it is actually a very serviceable team. The coin count does need work. You gotta hop in house rules. Next team is coming in from Frze. What a Discord name. Chris Hinton, Quinn Minrez, Jeff Saturday, Will Shields, Andrew Wiley, Loveland, Devin Esther, Michael Burton, Bo Nix, CJ Spiller, Mike Evanson, Courtland Sutton. All right, so I'm going to assume you run some form of a Denver Broncos theme team. You are going to want to sell off Courtland Sutton and buy him back either on Wednesday when Roster Revolution Part 13 or Part 12 drops. Maybe when we're on Part 9. I don't know. Either way, you get what I'm saying right there. Or use your tokens and get a free Courtland Sutton. This card is selling for 600 to 700,000 coins right now. Way too expensive. Very good player, especially on your theme team, but you can get him for cheaper on Wednesday, and the coin count right now at 100K, it will be thanking me later. As for the rest of the team, I, don't love the CJ Spiller play. I would prefer one of the 93 overall combine rookies. You have Peyton Manning back there. You can just use Kurt Benkert to boost up the rookies. Since you are already using Colston Loveland, I would go max out that Benkert for training ASAP. I mean, you can use Spiller, but I prefer a Judkins or a Genty. Spiller is not bad. He's also free. So at the end of the day, free is key. Mike Evans is serviceable right now. Bo Nix is by far the best quarterback in the game. I do like the Chris Hinton play right there. It looks like you do have him as a B&D quarterback, which is also a very good thing on that end. When it comes to the defensive side of things, we got Justin Simmons, DeMarcus Ware, Kuechly, Tyrell Dodson, Shanti, Kyle Hamilton, Julian Blackman, PS2, Cromartie, Arik Armstead, Jalen Carter, DJ Jones. We got Cameron Jordan and Will Johnson. Is the Broncos theme team becoming a top 10 theme team in the game? It really looks like it may be. PS2 is very good. Cromartie card's a little bit outdated. Go pick up Super Bowl Deion Sanders, 170,000 coins. I get it, the coin count is hurting right now. Just go play house rules, go do set of the week. There are a bunch of ways to make coins. Very easy. That Deion Sanders will be a big boost to this defense. Defensive line-wise, I like Carter. I would go max him out to a 95. Cameron Jordan is cool still. We do have better left ends of the game. DeMarcus Ware, I see him right there. I'm going to assume he is rushing instead of Cameron Jordan. Arik Armstead is solid. There are better options. Does he fit your theme team? I don't think so. I might look to sell him off and go get one of the cheaper options in the game. Kyle Hamilton, I really like that card. Justin Simmons is playing out of position for you. I like this defense. I actually do like what I see right here. I'm not as familiar with the Broncos theme team as I should be. Might have to actually hit the Madden books after this. Looks like you do have Kuechly maxed out too as of right now. Make sure you max him out to a 98 overall later this week. But I mean, people are running the Broncos theme team. It looks like it's one of the better theme teams in the game. So maybe I have to hit the books. But from what I'm seeing right here, this is a solid Broncos theme team. I'm going to give this one a 7-7. I believe that's the same grade I gave the last Broncos theme team. Team looks solid. Obviously, this is not a top tier best team all credit card spending squad. But for what you have right here with the coin count you got remaining, I like this team a lot. Definitely competitive online. At the end of the day, like, that's really all that matters in Madden. Next team is coming in from jersey number 21. We got Dion Dawkins, Joe Thuney, Jeff Saturday, Will Shields, Lane Johnson, Evan Ingram, Kincaid, APP, Shakir. We got Cameron Jordan, Josh Allen, Evan Smith, CJ Spiller, Yubeki Iboka, and Devin Hester. I was going to say, I don't think he's running a theme team. This is definitely a Bills theme team. Right off rip, I was going to tell you to sell off Dion Dawkins. That 2 AP edge protector is just way too much for a left tackle, but I'm going to assume this is a Bills theme team. If it's not a Bills theme team, you have the coins, go buy a Chris Hinton. I don't really love the Bills wide receiver when it comes to theme team purposes. I like Iboka. Devin Hester is definitely cool. You got Shakir. You're missing that one big body wide receiver. Team of the year AJ Brown or team of the year Justin Jefferson will slide into this team very nicely. He can honestly take, I want to say, the Devin Hester role, and you can use those season tickets elsewhere on your team. Shakir is definitely serviceable, especially on the theme team. Josh Allen is still a top, we'll say it's 6 quarterback in the game. Evan Ingram is good. Kincaid is good as well. I like the offensive line. Maybe you go look and buy a new right tackle, one that gets 1 AP edge protector. Cheap what I know off the top of my head is Andrew Wiley from the playoff promo. Other than that, though, I do like the team as is. Defensively, we got Amani Hooker, gold at 99, TJ Watt, and yes, you are a Bills theme team. We got Barno back there as well, Isaiah Simmons, Cameron Jordan, Shanti, Blackman, gold 99, Kenny Houston, Deion Sanders, Calais Campbell, Jalen Carter, Ed Oliver, Barno, Will Johnson, Brents, and Adoree Jackson. I would sell off roster revolution Adoree Jackson ASAP. As a corner 4, that is just way too many coins to have invested into somebody who, how much run are they realistically getting for you? When it comes to your defensive line, I like what I see here. You maxed out Calais Campbell to a 98 overall by tossing in one of those free agency champions. Blackman at a 99. We got TJ Watt at a 99. How are you using Cameron Jordan? Now, you didn't give me a write-up or anything, which is totally cool, but how are you using Cameron Jordan? He's very clunky as a middle linebacker, and there are better options in the game. You got Sean T still out there. I'm not going to say anything on that Sean T card because he is still him. It looks like you are actually usering on that Sean T card with Isaiah Simmons. Not bad at all. You got TJ Watt out there as well. Are you using TJ Watt? If not, I would just go get a free B&D Team of the Year player. Actually, maybe I wouldn't because he is filling in a theme team gap, and if you don't use outside linebackers, this will be your endgame right outside linebacker, and I guess unless you want to upgrade him, but like if you don't use them, there's really no need right there. I believe I told you earlier to take off your tickets off Devin Hester and go buy one of those, I guess, what, newish wide receivers? And use your tickets and go upgrade Luke Kuechly. He is going to be better than Isaiah Simmons. He is going to be better than Cameron Jordan. And I mean, he's got all 32 team chems, so he will get your Bills team chemistry and will actually play very good on your team. I already forgot what wide receiver I recommended to you. I guess it's just one of those days, but I would definitely, upgrade the wide receiver position. I said team of the year, Justin Jefferson or AJ Brown. Back to my train of thought right there. And I would max out Luke Kuechly. I think that is the play. Besides that, I actually really like the Bills theme team. This, I guess the Bills theme team in general was starting off really fire when it comes to like the month of February and March. Kind of has fallen off a little bit, but I'll give this team an 8-1 out of 10. I do like what I see right here. You got 3 AP universal coverage on Deion Sanders, which you know is always going to get me going. So this team right here is coming from Pidge. He is a 40 out of 40 Cowboys theme team. Right off rip, Pidge, you got these rookies on your team. You are going to want to max out Kurt Ben cards for training ASAP. You want to get those additional boosts on your 93 overall rookies. Receiver-wise, though, we got Hester, Deion Sanders. You got Tariq Woolen back there, Gianti, Justin Fields, Don Terry Poe, Loveland. You got Shiggy Okonkwo, Forrest Gregg, Will Shields, Jeff Saturday, Larry Allen, and my boy Trent Williams. All right, what do I like here? I like everything but your quarterback. Now, you sent this team in saying pre-market crash, so I'm going to assume you are going to look to buy a new quarterback. Bo Nix is going to be your best friend. Best quarterback in the game, going to cost you right around 400,000 coins. The Fields card is good. Maybe you're just trying him out. Maybe you sent in the picture just trying out Justin Fields. It's not that good. I'm going to tell you right now, everyone watching this video, yes, it is a free quarterback with all 5 NFL team chemistries. Between the 2 free agency welcome item players, you got to use Blackman. He is so much better. go buy Bo Nix. He should get cheaper this week. He'll be a top 3 quarterback probably until the end of March, which for the price point, it really doesn't get much better. I like Dontari Poe at fullback. This is a card that I actually want to pick up for my team just for the memes. Other than that, though, I do like what I see right here. Maybe go buy the Emmitt Smith. You have the coins right there. Go get the Redux version and work on maxing him out to a gold 99 by using these Season 6 tickets. I don't know what the Redux is currently going for by the time you guys are watching this video, but that could be something fun for you to do and have a gold 99 running back for your Cowboys theme team. Let's slide on over to the defense right now and see what we got here. Deion Sanders, PS2, James Pierce, Vince Wilfork, Mozzie Smith, Michael Williams, Byron Jones on a Cowboys theme team is fun. We got Herb, Paul Krause, Brian Thomas, Marcus Ware, Jermaine Pratt, Monte Teo. Please max out Monte Teo with team captain tokens. TJ Watt, Xavier Watt, and Tariq Woolen. It looks like you're usering on Tariq Woolen. I kind of love that. Toss in backups at your defensive tackle position. Besides that, your D-line is very solid. We did get a new Micah Parsons. You could go buy the new Micah Parsons for Team of the Year Part 2. Expensive right now, so maybe wait until later next week, but that could be something you look to upgrade. I love your DBs. You got Deion, you got PS2, you got Byron Jones. If you want to flip out a Deion Sanders, go get a Jalen Ramsey. Card is basically Deion Sanders, but better. But then again, Deion does fit your theme team, so I would probably just stay put with D. When it comes to the safeties, there is a roster evolution LTD Donovan Wilson that will fit the Cowboys theme team. I don't think you need this card. Paul Krause will be very good for you. You got Brian Thomas, you got Watts, you got Tariq Woolen. I really do like what I see here. I'm going to give this team... I'm going to give it an 8.2 out of 10. I actually really like the Cowboys theme team right now. Yes, you do have Justin Fields, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and already assume that you moved on to Bo Nix, because if you do that, this is easily an 8.2 out of 10. Next up, let's talk about the boy Kade and M. Shout out Kade. We got John Ross, Devin Hester, we got Judkins, Cameron Jordan, and CJ Spiller. I'm assuming you are a double pass demon with Cameron Jordan back there. Bo Nix, Michael Burton, AJ Green, Kyle Pitts. I love that Kyle Pitts card. We got Lane Johnson, Will Shields, Jeff Saturday, Drew Thuney, and Joe Stanley. I like the offense so far. I love Bo Nix. AJ Green is a very good wide receiver. Kyle Pitts is also, I'm going to say Kyle Pitts is the second best tight end in the game. I do think Vernon Davis is still the best, but Kyle Pitts is so raw as is. I like Judkins. Again, I'm assuming you are a double pass demon with Cameron Jordan with 1 AP on him. If you are a double pass demon, take the 1 AP off Cameron Jordan. I guess not. I haven't seen your defense yet. When it comes to your wide receivers, this is a really good stack of wide receivers. For those of you at home who don't have a God squad, Kade, your team is good. It's not a God squad. I think even you will admit that one right there. But the trio of wide receivers you have right here with AJ Green, Devin Hester, and John Ross, this is a fantastic trio of wide receivers. Anyone can really pick up. Probably cost you about 500,000 coins to get Green and Ross. And then Hester, Hester is a free wide receiver, 99 speed paired up with John Ross. So you're going to want to do this. When it comes to quarterback, I am a big Bo Nix glazer. You don't have a lot of AP on Bo. I don't know what your Bo Nix stack is. You also have open AP on offense and defense. I would get that situated as soon as you can. I do like your offense. Michael Burton does have a 0 AP ability, I believe, so maybe go toss that on. When it comes to the defense, then we got Paul Krause, Barno, Kyle Pitts, Kuechly, Sean T, Isaiah Simmons, Blackman, Julius Brents, Karlaftis, Cameron Jordan, Jalen Carter, James Pierce, Jalen Watson, and Jalen Ramsey. I love the Ramsey card. You know that. I got Watson right here. I like the Watson card, and Brent is actually so good. Isaiah Simmons, best strong safety in the game. I do like that right there. You got Blackman up to a 97 overall. Sean T is still a really good user. I'm not going to say anything on that. I like Kyle Pitts. I like Barno, and I do like Paul Krause as well. Now, I don't think Kuechly is getting any run for you, and maybe you want to flip out one of your Season 6 champions. Do you have Will Shields currently upgrading? You do. Yeah, maybe the Kuechly one's a little bit difficult because the card is going to be good when fully maxed out. Right now, it doesn't look like you're using him. Maybe when you max him out, you can stop using Sean T, but that Sean T card is still very good. It's a little bit of a nitpicky thing right there. Other than that, this is going to be an 8.3 out of 10. Thank you, Kade, for sending in the squad. This team is coming in from Josh Allen MVP, and you are not using Josh Allen. What is going on right here? Taking a look, though, we got Jordan Mailata, Kyle Long, Jeff Saturday, Bill Frallo, Chris and Darnell Washington, Cameron Jordan. Please do not run Cameron Jordan at tight end. The card cannot catch. The card is terrible at catching the football. Now, if you were a double pass demon, that will slide because he, can be subbed in to throw the double pass, and he is very good at that. John Ross, Genti at fullback, Justin Fields. All right, Josh Allen. Go buy Josh Allen. Do not use Justin Fields. CJ Spiller, Johnny Wilson, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith. Wide receiver room. I absolutely love it. Another, not value-ish because AJ Brown is stupid expensive. Ross has to be on your team, in my opinion. +1 speed, all wide receivers will be very good until like April. Johnny Wilson got a redux. I mean, shout out EA for that one, I guess. I mean, you're using CJ Spiller right now. I would just use Judkins. I think Judkins is just better than CJ Spiller. Tank is something you need to have on your running back. Offensive line, it really doesn't get much better than this. I would toss in a backup center. Work on building a theme team. I don't know if you run a theme team. I really can't tell off this picture. I mean, I would go buy a Bo Nix. You have the coins right there. Get off of Justin Fields. I do not like that quarterback at all. When it comes to the defense, make sure you have backups in at every single position, but I do like what I see right here. The newest Houston Texans, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Paul Krause, Burks, Nick Herbert, Luke Kuechly, Levon Kirkland, Jalen Walker with TJ Watt, Kyle Hamilton, Cooper DeJean, Will Johnson, Brent, TJ Watt, Carl Aftis, Jalen Carter, Danielle Hunter, and Patrick Peterson. I tell you to sell off gold 99 overall Cooper DeJean and buy his Redux. They're just coins you are kind of wasting right there. I love Danielle Hunter. I honestly am really a big fan of the Julius Brents card. That has been one of my best players on my team. Defensive line-wise, I mean, Hunter, Carter, Karlaftis, and TJ Watt all top tier at their position. Kyle Hamilton is one of my favorite cards to personally use Ron. If you have him back there in a deep blue, he's also going to make plays for you. Linebacker core, you got the free Kuechly, never going to complain about free. And then Kirkland is really solid. I like Burks as well. And then CJ Gardner-Johnson, I mean, he chirps so much, but his Madden card is solid. I give this team a 8.5 out of 10. I do think this is the best Madden team we have seen so far. Very well-rounded. Just toss in some backups. I'm going to assume you are going to flip off of Justin Fields. If you don't flip off of Justin Fields, your team is an 8. You get off of Justin Fields, you go into a Bo Nix. We might be talking an 8.5, an 8.7, so make that switch as soon as you can. Yeah, so if you missed it, theme teams went up to 50 out of 50, and this team right here is coming from the absolute boy, Gami. Taking a look right here, we got Joe Staley, Landon Dickerson, Jeff Saturday, Will Shields, Jordan Mailata, Darnell Washington, AJ Brown, William Perry, Jalen Hurts with Court Benkart as the backup, Emmitt Smith, CJ Spiller, John Ross, and Vernon Davis. 50 Eagles, 21 out of 20 Commanders. This is a squad right here. I don't have any recommendations for you. I mean, maybe you get a new tight end, but you have Vernon Davis. If you really want to go get a Kyle Pitts, I would go buy a Kyle Pitts. I think Pitts is better than Darnell Washington, but this is nearly as perfect of an offense you can build today. Wow. Yeah, Gami, you did yourself with this team right here. Let's take a look at the defense. I don't actually have any recommendations for you. Paul Krause, TJ Watt, Bobby Wagner, Ernest Jones, gold 99, Frankie Louvu, Julian Blackman, Cooper DeJean, Michael Williams, Dalen Carter, the Gravedigger, gold 99, James Pierce, Deion Sanders, 3 AP, Pat Pete, 98 overall. Yeah, okay, 10 out of 10. The rec I will make for you is flipping out Pat Pete with Jalen Ramsey. You don't have to do it. It's really a preference thing. You got the universal coverage right there on Deion already. For me personally, though, I do think Jalen Ramsey is better than Patrick Peterson. But, yeah, this is going to be a 10 out of 10 team. I don't think anyone is going to argue that with me. When you have multiple gold 99s, when we are still at 97 overall champions, you know, no one is going to argue on that one. Gami, thank you for sending in the team. And team's coming in from Bills Mafia. I believe this is a near perfect Bills theme team. Wow, we got Stephon Diggs, Amari Cooper. I forgot Amari Cooper's a Buffalo Bill. What did he do for the Bills? CJ Spiller, we got Josh Allen, Frank Gore, Reggie Gillum, Khalil Shakir, Dalton Kincaid, and Dalton Schultz, Paris Johnson, Deion Dawkins, Kyle Long, Kevin Malway, Will Shields, and Joe Staley. Coins don't seem to be an issue for you, but I would sell off Deion Dawkins. It just kind of seems repetitive having him back there and not doing anything for you. Go buy a gold Bills offensive lineman. But for a Bills theme team, this is as good as it gets. You're even using the Bills running back. You got Evans, Gore, and CJ Spiller. When it comes to the defensive side of things, this Von Miller card is so good. You can use both Von Millers. I did not know that. Cool. Tim Settle, Ed Oliver, AJ Espinienza, TJ Watt, Brian Thomas, Paul Krause, Blackman, Chadarius Ward, Pat Pete, and Julius Brents. Is this a 10? I think this is a 10. Go toss in a backup middle linebacker for. Other than that, 10 out of 10. This team is cracked. We need a new Joey Bosa card. As soon as we do get a better Joey Bosa, your defensive line is going to be even better. The only recommendation I'm going to have for you is get up to 50 out of 50 when it comes to Bills chemistry. And the last team of the video is coming in from the boy Euro. We got Cruz Hitton, Joe Thuney, Jeff Saturday, Will Shields, Joe Staley, Colton Loveland, Vernon Davis, Chris Godwin, Burden, CJ Spiller, Bo Nix, Cameron Jordan, and Devin Hester. Okay, I like what I see here. I would probably, again, use Judkins over CJ Spiller. 2 AP tank is better than whatever stack you have on CJ Spiller. Big fan of this Chris Godwin card. I have been using him over the last few days, and I've had a very good time with him. Hester is solid. Burden is also pretty good right there. Maybe you look to pick up a team of the year, Justin Jefferson or AJ Brown. Quarterback-wise, you got Bo Nix. You got the 5 AP stack on Bo Nix that I believe I am using. So it's going to be good. I'm kidding. Either way, like what I see right there, offensive line. This is a really well-rounded O-line. For those wondering what a not top tier O-line, but a really solid, great value, perfect O-line looks like. Take a screenshot. It's that right there. I love Loveland right there. You got Vernon Davis, 94 overall, which is actually still a very usable player. I have about 2.4 mil. I would maybe upgrade Vernon Davis. That would be the one big thing I'd say for you. Maybe go get a Kyle Pitts. I like the wide receiver room. Go pick up a team of the year wide receiver. Other than that, though, I do like what I see here. Defensively, Paul Krause, Xavier Watts, Walker, Isaiah Simmons, Jacob Eaton, TJ Watt, Kyle Hamilton, Jordan Fuller. We got Pat B, Will Johnson, Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, Matabeast, Michael Williams, and Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, I like what I see here a lot. Maybe go get a Byron Jones for corner 3. Have the 3 best corners, in my opinion, on your field. That certainly would not hurt. I know you like to use that Isaiah Simmons, and trust me, I also like to use that Isaiah Simmons. But he's becoming outdated. It might be time to look to upgrade there. You have the coins, maybe go buy the new Isaiah Simmons. I get it, it's not a bit of linebacker, but you can sub him in as a sub linebacker, and he is still going to make plays for you. Fellas, with that all said, it's going to be episode 6 of Fixing Subscribers Teams. If you guys did enjoy this video, go down there and drop a like. As a reminder, I am gone all week. I'll be back bright and early Sunday, March 23rd. I hate being away from you guys, but I'm going to keep it real. The break is definitely needed. Never going to complain about playing video games and making money playing video games, but sometimes, like, it's good to get outside. I appreciate you guys, as always. Drop a like if you're new. Join the Discord. Send your team in for week 7 of Fixing Subscribers Teams. But until then, I love you guys. Have a great week. Peace, gents. Catch you boys later.